Good
Bobby.
evening, everyone. What's the matter?
You're muted. But dude, that intro was awesome. I almost stood up and started dancing.
Oh, please no. Please no.
Can you do the dance that you were going to do so we can all see it? That's awesome. Oh, man. I don't know what's going on with my computer tonight. How's everybody doing? Got a good discussion ready to go tonight. We're going to be talking stock versus mod. But first, we wanted to do a little recap on this past weekend's race, Trials and Tribulations 2025. I think overall it was, in my opinion, a huge success. 101 entries. What was it? 20,000 laps or something like that? 22,000 laps over the whole weekend?
Well, with practice, total race laps was just over 6,000.
Yeah.
I thought it was like 17,000 laps raced.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah, we had 50 drivers.
Track held up very well for that.
Yeah, someone was running around, I think, Friday night and maybe Saturday morning without a chassis protector because we got some holes that developed. And then we announced everybody needs to check their cars, and that stopped. So I'm assuming
it's supposed to be for the dirt track, not carpet.
Yeah, I know it. I was like, oh my gosh, they were like sizable holes too. So somebody didn't have a chassis protector or shock tower guard or something on. All right, I think I got the computer thing figured out, and I just got to start the phone. So yeah, overall it was good. It was good racing. It was pretty frustrating Friday night for me. I went out. I was able to actually practice on Friday, and realized how out of tune I was.
You don't say, Bob. You don't say.
It's tough to shift from dirt to, we're not like sponsored drivers, right? Like, it's tough for us hobbyists to shift from dirt to carpet within like, whatever, 1 hour.
Yeah.
So
I can't drive two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive the same day, so
with the carpet.
Yeah, I can't do that either. Either when, like four-wheel, two-wheel, I need to stick with either two-wheel or four-wheel that day. Like my timing is never right.
Yeah, that's a good point, though. But even going from what did we have at the dirt track? 18-foot lanes down to an 8-foot lane. It's you cut over half the track over.
Yeah,
but Warren Campbell.
Go ahead. Dan?
I was just looking on the phone. I got the phone finally started up. So Warren Campbell's on. A bunch of people are on. So
using my transmitter, though, in 70-degree temperatures versus 40 towards the end of dirt, that was a lot easier. I mean, this finger felt better. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Matt, how do you adjust? Like when you switch from dirt to carpet to clay, how do you adjust?
Me?
Yeah.
It's just a few laps normally.
Yeah. See, that's what I mean. It takes me like half a day.
I'm with Hanson though. I do hate going. I mean, I do it because I love to race, but two-wheel to four-wheel is challenging in the same day. And then if you throw one of them 17.5s in there and your other car is a mod, then that's even more challenging.
Oh, we're gonna get into that real quick. That's why we're here.
That's not much of a debate. It should be real quick.
Hi, Matt. Did you see the sign?
Yeah,
How many signs do you got? Is that the only one for tonight?
No, but I have a blank side on this one. So if I
oh man.
Hanson, are the signs your swears so you don't actually hear them, you just see
there's
them?
a bleep button, Matt. All right. And I was doing really well last week with that. Thank you very much.
I know, I watched.
I better get that button pulled up. I gotta find it again. Censor bleep right there. So what happened Friday? I think people started coming. What, Kenny? 3-ish.
Yeah, I think we actually started turning laps at like 4:30 or something.
Yeah.
You know, but everybody that came actually stopped and kind of helped out, and
Yeah.
that was nice. And you know, they came and they helped out, button up, which was, you know, what we had said. You know, you show up, you know, and you help out, then we're good to go.
Right. Yeah,
it worked out nice.
It was tough, right? We pulled out all the carpet stuff Wednesday or Thursday. I guess Wednesday we cleaned. Thursday we pulled everything out. Realized we had a broken jump from last year. Called Anders freaking out, and we ended up getting the jump put back together. So that worked out good.
Yeah, it didn't seem bad. It seemed like it was in bad landing, you know.
Yeah, I don't remember what happened to it. I didn't even know that was broken. I'm trying to fix it, Kevin. I do see that. I don't know if this is going to help. I was unloading the car last night, all the cars. I hit my head on the doorbell. I bent over to pick the stuff up. My boom! Felt like Trenton. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh, no.
I heard that. I heard that kid hit the. Did he hit the door?
No, it's not true. None of it's true. Militia.
Oh, that's what I heard.
Militia hit him.
Yeah.
That was. You know, we talked about this at the dirt track. You know, after Bob Robichaud got hurt, it was if anybody ever gets hurt at the track, we're just stopping the race, and so we were running, and all of a sudden Ellen screamed, "Everybody stop!" And at that time, I looked across and saw a clump of orange on the ground, and it was Trenton. And apparently, from what I understand, he was marshaling a car, went to step backwards, and somebody kept going and drove under his foot, so he didn't want to step on their car, and he tripped and ended up slamming into the floor or the garage door or both. And
I see him commenting down there now.
Same door and floor, yeah, a little of both. Yeah, it was pretty scary because he wasn't moving for a minute, and then it was. I think I don't know this, but I heard that he's had some head injuries with motocross. That's why he doesn't do that anymore. So he's pretty fortunate, you know.
I know, but I mean, I can imagine that hit. And it was funny. I talked to him afterwards, and he said to me that I should have probably stood up and looked at Bob and said, "I signed the waiver."
Yeah.
He was all in good spirits about it.
It wasn't funny at the moment. Honestly, I didn't know what to do. I like froze. Like, thank God Ellen yelled stop, because I'm like, oh, and Chris Eldridge was like, "What do I do?" And I'm like, And
Chris handled it perfect. He's like, "I don't know what to do right now." Yeah.
He did. Chris was good with it. So, but Trenton, glad you're okay. I checked in him on a Monday. He said he was doing better.
Good.
So, yeah, that was about it. What do we have for race results? I think Matt Sousa pretty much swept.
That kid is insane. That kid is absolutely insane.
He is fast. He is
insane.
So Saturday we had practice all day till 2. And then I think we started the two qualifiers after 2. We're done by 5?
4:30?
4:30? Yeah. And then open practice again. I think they stayed up till 2 in the morning.
I got a lot of videos and check this out and look at this hot lap. And I'm like, I remember when I was fast.
I think he
Not
got
anymore.
down to what, like a 10.8?
Something like that in his four-wheel. In his four-wheel, he did it like a 10.8. And his stock car is unbelievable. And I'm like, oh, I was confident. I was like, wow, I did low 12, good big. He's doing sub 12s. And I'm like, man. I'm like, reaction time is what's getting me. Video games nowadays, kids are insane.
You get serious, though, on the driver's stand, because every time I go up, I'm like, hey, I'm coming for you, Hanson. Like, you, zone me out. You don't even look at me. You're just looking at your car. You're like.
But yet I took you out the last 2 laps of the 40-plus mile.
I held you back.
Take everyone out, Hanson. That's how you win. You take everyone.
I did hit somebody that was Jericho's dad. I think I hit him in the leg. I apologize for that. I tried taking Bob out on the last turn, and the car just went off the track and hit him. I'm like,
Oh yeah, that's what you get.
I was like, man.
That's what you get.
But I do believe there was 2 Associateds in front of your shoey, Bob. Yeah? No?
I don't remember.
That's right. You don't remember. Of course you wouldn't.
That means I don't care.
That's right. That's right.
So anyway, it was a good weekend. Started off Sunday morning, 9:00, and we were in the mains by 11.
Yeah, I think it was 11.
We were done by like 2:30.
Yeah, 2:30. I think we finished the mains, and a ton of people stayed, helped pick up the track. And I know I was home after shooting the breeze with everybody. I was home by 5.
Yeah, I was home by 4:30.
Yeah, it was kind of nice. It was good. It's a lot of work to pick that track up and put everything back to normal business, but it went good. So, what did we have for results, Bill? You got the results?
You want me to go through all of them? How about we just do the A main?
Well, we should do a couple of the stock buggy C main. Just go over that one real quick.
2-wheel drive?
I'm just kidding. Yeah, do just the A mains.
Okay, because otherwise it's a lot. So the first one up is 2-wheel drive mod buggy A main, and of course, look, Matt Sousa, and his fast lap is 11.9. But the biggest thing is laps, right? 25 laps, 5:08. Second place was Nick Powell, 23 laps, 5:07. I mean, that's just insane. And then it was Hanson, Ryan Hanson, not you.
I knew it wasn't me because I wasn't in 2-wheel mod there, Billy.
But Ryan
I was
Hanson,
in the old guy class.
yeah, well, he was right there. So this is Nick Powell, 23,507.5. And Ryan Hanson, 23,507.7.
So 0.2 of a second behind Powell.
Oh my God, I'm sure they were switching positions constantly through the race.
Yeah.
So that was awesome. And then after that, 2-wheel drive mod A main. There was the 2-wheel drive stock short course 2-wheel drive A main. It was Brian Lamson first. Yeah. Dan Lamson second. Are they like brothers?
That's his father's son.
Who was the son?
Isn't Dan Brian's son?
I don't know. I thought they were brothers. I could be wrong.
I think it's his father's son.
His short course is fast. His short course goes pretty well.
So Brian Lamson, 20,504. Dan Lamson, 19,503. And John Staples, 19,513. Fantastic. Good job. So after short course, 2-wheel drive stock A main buggy. Can anyone guess who came in first?
Matt Sousa?
Yes, sir.
Whoa.
That's 2.
Who is Matt Sousa? Is that what we're doing?
No.
Like Jeopardy.
I mean,
this is Matt Sousa.
I think he's sponsored by X-Ray. I think so.
You think?
24,515. And then I can't pronounce his name, Bob. Ryan Ramondo?
Yeah.
Ramondo.
He is a fast kid from Madness. He whooped me down there last year, and I'm like,
fast.
Wow. I'm like, that kid's pretty quick. And I bumped into him, I think, on one of the quals, and it was just a dumb mistake. And very respectable kid. He's like, dude, don't worry about it, But he is smooth and fast.
Yes.
Can't take away anything from that kid.
And then it was Michael Valentine in third. I have to mention Ryan Hanson in fourth, and of course Steve Hanson in fifth.
Yeah. How'd you do, Bill?
You would have gotten a trophy.
How'd you do?
You would have. Me?
Yeah, I was just asking.
Well, dude, I mean, like Bob has said, his team's not the fastest drivers. You know what I mean? So And I'm not embarrassed about it. Dude, I'm a hobbyist. I love the hobby, and I love racing. I try to get better every time, and, I'm going to start relying on sponsored drivers to help me faster, to make that's their job. That's why they're sponsored. So
who's really quick is Mike Valentine, right? He's also from Connecticut. And I tell you what, I used to race his father back in the day in Carpet Oval. And literally, it's like, man, I got to race another Valentine.
Yeah. You hear the name, you're like, it. You're like, oh, no, it's a Valentine.
But he's super smart, too, so he understands setup, and we were talking about it a lot over the weekend. And, we were talking about pistons and different, and the guy's just a wealth of knowledge. He's a great kid, too.
Awesome. So I want to get through these. That way we can get to the real discussion, right? So let me do my thing. So 4-wheel drive A mains 13.5. Matt Sousa.
There's 3.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's expected. Ryan Ramondo. He is fast. And then Michael Valentine. And then Ryan Hanson in 4th. I mean, Ryan's fast too.
Yeah, Ryan is fast.
All right, so then 40 plus open 2-wheel drive.
Oh, Bob, what's this? I don't.
I did not run this, but it was Steve Hanson.
Hand.
I don't.
Hand.
Oh, it was you.
Hand. Okay, go. Who was in first?
Steve. Whiskey, and then 3rd. Wait, no. Let me refresh. This isn't right. I don't know how this happened. There's Bob Montminy in 3rd.
Yeah, that's right.
Joe Medensky in 2nd in the 40 plus mod.
Oh, 100%. Yes. Yeah,
that's right. I heard all about that all the way home.
I almost beat you.
All right, and then Lemons Open. Alan Legg in 1st. Militia Montminy in 2nd with all their cheater mods. Kenny, I know you did a lot of things to her motor. And then in 3rd. That's awesome. I skipped over 21.5 because I came in 1st. Joshua Drown in 2nd and Greg Henderson in 3rd. But it was a close race. I mean, it was awesome.
Yeah, it was a good time for sure. I enjoy running with Steve. I held him off.
Yeah, it was great. You did very well. I'm doing really well with the swears. I just want to let you know.
You're doing great.
All right, we got a lot of comments, huh?
A ton of comments. Yeah, 40 plus champ Perault. Norm says, Bill Sogo, I lost a lot of money at Vegas betting on you. Roundy says, hello, everyone and legends. Militia says, yes, father and son. Yeah, I think Dan and Brian are definitely father and son.
That's awesome.
Eldridge said the same thing. Hey, guys, it sounds like a great event I missed, but the next one I should be there. That was Will Santiago from Wicked RC.
Right.
Nick Powell, he's a ripper. I think he's talking about Matt Sousa. Yeah, Nick Powell put an 11-second lap Matt Sousa had on Saturday night. So, all right, meat and potatoes.
What's your take?
Stock versus mod.
Stock versus mod.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm a mod guy. Through and through. I've had good luck with mod. Matt and Steve, take it away, buddy.
I would love for him to go first because that'd be great.
All right. In the words of what was his name? Harry Grant. There's nothing stock about a stock car.
That is true.
I agree.
So what's the point? I just don't see it. You can take a kit car right off the shelf and put a $90 motor in and not have to worry about bearings and all that other crap. And it goes just fast. The stock cars to me are boring. They're full throttle all the time. And you can't make up time, which you guys talked about last week.
But is your stock car, do you run 17.5 stock, two-wheel drive?
Add excitement, you do. Because that's all there is.
Is your stock car modded, though? Like, do you have all the aluminum part? I mean, obviously, the bell cranks, all that makes sense.
Yeah.
But is there any additional mod to your car?
Nope, I don't even have a lockout in it. It's just still got a slipper on it.
Really?
'Cause I'm not playing that game. These guys buy $150 motors and they get 3 of them to find the best one. That's foolish. That's not stock racing.
That's money racing. I get it. Yeah. Yeah.
So you're saying buy a kit, put a mod motor in it, be done. Don't buy don't buy the ceramic bearings. Yeah.
I don't get any ceramic bearings. I don't get any of that crap. I mean, I do like Hanson enjoys like tweaking it out and making it real pretty, and I appreciate that because I like the Kashima shocks and the blue tie rods and whatnot, but nothing that makes it go fast. It just looks nice.
Yeah, that's all. It does look nice.
And I like to be able to, people hit me up now and again. They're like, oh, what do you run for a motor or whatever? Say at the carpet. I'm like, oh, 5.5. They go, oh, do you turn it down? I'm like, no, turning it down is in my finger. Don't squeeze it so hard. You never learn to drive it if you turn it down. So that's just my theory.
Now, for me,
Bartkus agrees with me.
Now it's a tag team match. You know what I mean?
I drove Matt Sousa's mod car this weekend, and for me, it was too much. Like I'm not the best racer out there, but it was. I mean, even quarter throttle, the thing would do a wheelie down the straightaway, and at one point, I hit the throttle full, and it just flipped right over.
But it's not your car. If you get used to it, then you won't do that. You're not going to get better driving 17.5 full throttle and turning the wheel. It's just not going to happen. You get good being consistent, but you're not going to get better.
So you're saying go mod for the next race?
I mean,
or don't. Or don't.
I'm not putting the 17.5 on my car. Your track is too great to run stock there. It's just too big. It's too fun. Now, I will say that the 17.5 motors nowadays are not stock racing from back in the day. For sure.
No. Yeah, not even close.
No, so, Matt, you run like drag brake when you're in mod in the car?
Just a little bit, just to make it feel like a brush motor.
Okay. All right. So that's modified, right? So we're talking modified racing. You can take, well, actually, this just popped up in my head. Do you run the 3-gear?
Nope.
Really? You're still running the 5-gear?
I mean, they're on order. Just cut me some slack.
Oh, well, you have them, so I don't know why you have them on order, but you haven't stripped them or anything, huh? People were complaining that they stripped the idlers, and okay, well, that's impressive.
No, I got a 5.5. I ran that all last year, which I don't race much, but I had no problems with it.
Because one thing I learned from Tebow's clinic during dirt, and I never realized this, and I saw Sousa doing it on the carpet track. When you're on throttle, your suspension binds up a little bit, right? So your car doesn't hit the ground as hard. Mm-hmm. And I saw Sousa in the 4-wheel drive class coming off the back triple, and he would be on throttle when the car's landing, and it wouldn't bounce like mine was because I'd be off throttle. And I'm like, let me try that. And I'm thinking, let me try that in my 2-wheel drive, but I run 21.5, 17.5. And I'm like, that's not going to hurt the drivetrain as much. But Sousa was doing it in 4-wheel drive with a 13.5, which is a lot more powerful. And it was just going. And I would think that maybe the 5-gear might have a problem with that. You know what I mean? But I'm just speculating. I still run the 5-gear in my stock cars. And you know that I run AE on carpet. Did Matt just freeze, or did he just say, I'm done with this meeting? What is going on?
I think
He's
he
busy.
froze.
I think
I think he froze.
So
Well, I think he brought up an aspect of mod, like the cars are decked out in stock and all that, and I completely agree. Okay, there's not a mod driver that doesn't have hop-ups. I understand what he's saying, that you don't need them. You don't. The cars look great. The cars look pretty. They look blue. They're shiny. They're great. Wonderful. But my debate isn't about if someone should run stock or mod. I'm saying stock in the mod class. People say that you shouldn't run stock in the mod class. Now, if it's an open class, I don't want to be harsh, but some people in the mod class should, and I'm not saying this past weekend or anything, I'm just saying in general, 3/4 of them don't belong in the mod class. And they only, they're adrenaline junkies like everybody is, obviously. We're all racers. But I feel that if you can keep up, take Sousa out of the equation, okay? Like just put Sousa over in the corner.
Yeah, not fair.
It is not fair. The kid is insane.
Yeah.
Okay, like ridiculous. But put him over here. There's not many people in the mod class that can run true modified. You know what I'm saying? Like
they can't handle it.
Kenny and I on certain layouts last year, we would beat people in the mod class with our stock cars. It's set up. I'm not full throttle all around the track. I can tell you that. I drive a lot of brake. I don't point and shoot, but I'll drive it right into the corner because I'm going to get smoked going down the straightaway. No problem against any modified. You put a 13.5 in your car, you're going to beat my stock car down the straight. It's in the corner speed and in the turns that you win the race. Like Matt and I, the last time Matt and I raced, I hit him on the infield, and I felt like Bob, where's that button?
Hang on. It's down the bottom. Hang on.
Come on, you got to be better than that.
Losing the effect.
Yes, I was the a-hole. Okay, and bottom line is he was smoking me down the straightaway, but we were very even on the infield. So the only way, again, I just feel. I didn't even know what that was. I thought it was like outside. But, I can get sucked up down the straightaway all you want, but my stock car is going to keep up with a modified minus Sousa, and that's my argument. Kenny and I placed quite well against the mod cars last year. And I feel that if a 17.5 driver, like for me, I love 17.5 because like last week, I want to race 65 people, not 10. Okay, that's my thing. But I also want to race 40 plus mod because I like beating up on Bob. So you like what I did there, Bob?
I love it. It makes me feel good about myself.
It's basically track time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I run mod, if the layout like this weekend, the layout was there was a decent sized straight. They were ripping the cars. You know what I mean? They were off the jump ripping. I would not be comfortable putting a stock car in that mod class on this particular layout. On more technical layouts where there's not a huge straightaway, I'll put my car top 3, my 17.5 in the mod class, minus Sousa.
See, I actually got better lap times in my 21.5 than my 17.5. Only because I thought, what's that?
It's slower. It's easier to drive.
Because if you're spinning, you ain't winning. People in mod, they go like this, and they're spinning the tires. They don't know.
So that's a slipper adjustment, sir.
Well, no, so Matt, to your point, it is a slower car. It's easier to drive. I can keep the corners tighter. But the better drivers than myself were getting way better lap times in 17.5. Right? So, and again, with stock versus mod, like, is it because their cars have all the lighter weight components, the titanium or whatnot? I understand that, my driving skill isn't at that level yet. That's why I did better in 21.5. One mistake in 17.5, you get marshaled. you lose it. That's it. You know, I don't make those mistakes in 21.5. So I guess I'm wondering, like, should I just run my 21.5 and 17.5 and do better, but not?
That's a Joe Medensky tosses it up between 21.5 and 17.5. What car he runs in that class? In the 17.5 class, he's like, my 21.5 is right on point with a 17.5, and it is. It's ridiculous. So it's all about driving, in my opinion. A stock motor, mod motor, it comes down to driver if you can drive it. That's my opinion.
Yeah, but I mean, go ahead. Sorry, Matt.
As far as the blink thing, really the only thing that matters that everybody does to their car is the bearings, probably. You know,
Sure,
of course, but the bearings make a difference. Other than that, it's just looking pretty, which we all like to do. So you see the fast guys, do a lot of stuff to their car, but they're going to do that anyway because they just like to look nice, like Hanson.
Now listen, so here's my philosophy, okay? Now let me do this. You said bearings and all that. I have this awesome jewelry heated cleaner right here that heats the bearings up real nice, and it cleans them out. You know, if they're stock bearings, you pop the race out, you drop it in. But in what I'm agreeing with Matt saying, the number one thing to do is bearings would be that would be significant difference. Okay, a blue servo mount or blue shock cap. You know what I mean? Like the tops right here. They're not gonna. They're actually heavier than the stock.
Right to the top. Why the fuck do you want to do that?
That because it looks nice, Kenny. That's what we're saying. Because it looks nice. You know. But
doesn't it make sense to lose like 18 grams of weight because of titanium drive shafts instead of the steel ones that come stock because it's less rotating mass? And we're talking about stock 17.5. Mm-hmm. In mod, maybe not so much. Well, you probably shouldn't run that in mod. It'll wear out.
You're gonna break the lightweight, CVDs.
To me, I'd be like, oh yeah, if I can lose 20 grams of weight, I'm running up because of these titanium drive shafts, it might make me faster. But my driving skill, I make one mistake on the track, the benefit's gone, right? So you really have to be able to, I don't know. And then I also think about, should we have a stock class? Like you build a kit off the shelf, you can change shock oils, diff oils. You can't change anything else on the car. And you have to have like the Hobby Wing, just stock, fixed timing motor, ESC. I guess back in the day, man, I don't know. You're probably a little me.
My opinion is,
I should have picked on you because you're probably closer to my age. But yeah, remember the stock spec cars back in the day? Like, is that a class that could even gain some traction? I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna shatter some minds right now. It should be 21.5 and then open, and just be done with it. You guys can take your $150 motors.
I agree.
$90 motors, and you may be faster. I may be faster, but I'm gonna have more fun because modified's great.
Look at him! Look at how he's smiling right now. He's like modified.
And it's tough to do now, honestly, too. Like even when I got back into this, I don't even know when I was, Hanson. When was it? 2015?
Something like that.
Something like that. Mod was huge and stock was not huge. And because of the speed difference or the lack of the 17.5s being as like they are now, every track was able to have one feature that the stock cars couldn't do, but the mod cars could. And that was the separator. Now, like Bob can do it at his track, but a lot of other tracks can't do it because it's freaking far because the stock car jumps so damn far now. The only way you can do it is if you do something like your layout you had this week had that hip jump and then the long jump. If you back that up towards the hip jump, there's not enough run up for the stock cars to make it. That would be something you could.
Well, that's what we adjusted this weekend on that the jump in the very back towards the garage doors. We adjusted because it was
originally right.
It was close and then long, and I think we moved it back close, and we changed the run up.
Close, shorter run up, so it just
So it's just a little blip.
Yeah.
Because people were overshooting it, flat landing. But I think Matt's
slamming into the floor and
I think Matt's talking about the one in the front by the driver's stand, though.
yeah.
Like I was more consistent, just landing on the top. Obviously, the first couple laps, I could clear it when the battery.
Same here in my
was up.
stock car, yeah.
Yeah, so I think what he was saying, I think what you're saying is like the mod guys could land on the lander, but the stock guys, we were landing flat landing on the tabletop.
I think you need to make it so there's not even so they can't even maybe do that. You know what I mean? Like it used to be. I've never really built a carpet track, but you'd have like a triple there, and the stock guys only can make the double and single, and the mod guys can make the whole thing. There should be one feature on each track, in my opinion, that the stock cars can't do.
Maybe a triple and then like a landing, but like to make it like a quad, if you will. To make it like a triple. Yeah. So the short courses can do the so the slashes and short course and sportsman. Yeah. You could either do like 1, 2, or clear 3. You know what I mean? Like that would be something to do. Like make the end jump a roller where there's enough landing on the roller for the mod guys, and then the stock guys can try it. But the triple into the single.
A bunch of years ago, we had a great mod class and a little stock class, and then that silly motor came out that ended up being illegal, and everybody complained, and then they would try to do a couple different classes, and it was just a mess. And now I really need to move to Europe or anywhere else in the world, because they run.
You kind of look European. I mean, I think you blend in well.
You have this car, and I'll just go run my mod car.
What is that one? Stock?
This is my stock dirt car.
Dirt, but you run stock and dirt just because where you run, that's all they have.
Yeah, it's a half hour from me.
Right.
You're a half hour from Fitchburg?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Nashua, Perault, it's all near there.
It's a little bit longer than that to get there, but to get home, it's not.
Oh, yeah.
The mod
must have a mod motor in his truck on the way home,
The stock cars will not. Nowadays, with the crazy fast stock motors, it's often better to have the jumps out of other features.
My crazy fast stock motor was purchased off the shelf at DPRC Hobby Shop.
Confirmed.
And battery.
Confirmed. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
So stock motor. So should stock cars be allowed in the mod class?
Yeah, why not?
That's what you choose to do. That's up to you.
It should be open. Open is open.
That's what I said.
Whatever. You run where you brung,
And I'm totally fine with getting sucked up down the straightaways. If I'm going to be, 2/10 faster than that person on the infield, that's going to make it a close race.
If it's 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive modified open, what do we care what you run? You could run a 30.5. I don't give it. You know what I mean?
Bill needs it. Wow.
I don't care, but really the conversation is, Matt said it first, and then at last week's live, Bartkus said it. Stock is more mod than mod, and that's what drives me nuts. I
have to get new people in.
I would love to have a stock spec class, but is there going to be enough interest in that, right? Like people love blinging out their cars, spending the money, and Bob loves that. I love that. Whatever. I mean, I'm not.
Well, isn't that what? If I'm out of line or what? 21.5. You look at somebody who has a 21.5 car. It looks like my car, all hopped up, ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So.
Kind of. I looked at Josh.
Have you seen Ken Burnell's car? Holy Jesus.
Just make it as possible.
He's got a beautiful car.
I guess, but that, I would love to bring back a stock spec class. And Bob, you say Schumacher tires in the rear, in the front. This is what we race, and you can have 3 sets. The race entry fee is $100 for that class, and we're going to give you the set of tires. And they used to do that back in the day. You know, I mean,
they do that at big races. They still do that.
Is there a demand for that? Is that something that we should look into? I don't know.
We had a guy this past weekend that came from Burlington, and he got discouraged. He went out and ran, and he had a 13.5, and then I think he put an 8.5 in it, and he was a newer racer, not knowing what to do, but he ended up leaving Saturday. He's like, I'm just so discouraged. He's like, I'm used to running on clay, and I can't keep up, and so he got discouraged, and when he told us what he had put in it, he had put an 8.5 or something in his car. It discouraged him from racing. So we were all like, why would you do that? And told him, go with a 21.5 or a 17.5. 17.5, obviously, you're almost guaranteed a class wherever you go race. The 21.5 is hit or miss. Yeah, 21.5 is a hit or miss thing, but you don't want to discourage – I don't want to discourage a newer racer from coming in, being like, put this 8.5 in your car. This is Matt Perault. You got to keep up with him, you know?
Well, that's the difference, right? Like Matt and Steve and Kenny can probably drive that car with that faster motor and still kick ass. Yeah, forget the beep.
Whoa.
Somebody like me, an average driver, I couldn't control an 8.5. I would do worse than my 21.5 because of my skill level. I mean, it is kind of like football, Bob. Like, you can practice and practice and practice. You'll get better. You can talk to these faster guys, right? And they'll help you get faster, right? Like Kenny does, Hanson does, Perault does all day long. But at the end of the day, you're kind of born with some sort of a skill set. Either it was embedded when you were younger and you were driving these things. Like, look at the young guys that come out on the track. They really do well, right? Mm-hmm. So there's still that part of the hobby too, right? And that's why I love being a hobbyist. Racing. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
How many years have you been racing, Bill?
Off and on. I started racing... Jesus, back at Race Park 106.
I live 4 miles from there.
Huh? Right.
I live 4 miles away.
I was in high school. I probably started racing 2 years there. Then I went to college, and I'm like, women are way more interesting than RC cars. So I left it going away, right? You have to have a budget. Take them out to eat or, buy a new set of tires. But then I got back into it in 2006 for like 3 or 4 years. And then right after COVID, and I stuck with it because, I had a great time. Matt got back into it, Mateo. And now he's decided to, I don't know, do different things maybe. I think he'll be back.
How many years have you been doing it, Matt Hanson?
There's no Matt Hanson here, Bob.
I was looking at Matt talking to Hanson. Sorry. How long have you been racing? Either one of you.
Go ahead, Steve.
Since I was 11. So I'm 43 now. But there was some times that I didn't race in between. There was like when Connor was born, he's 18 now. So I stopped for a while when he was born. And then since I was 11 is the best I can do. I don't know. A long time. How
long did it take you to become a fast guy? Did it happen 2 years into it, 5 years? Have you gotten faster over the years?
I wish it did. No, it was like when I was like, okay, I have something. It was probably oval racing at Maximus, carpet oval. And I was racing against like Mike McDermott and Nick DeRose. And I was, trying to keep up with them. And then one race I did, and then it was like, okay, it was kind of like
It clicked
within
for
that
you?
class. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I realized I was like, okay, now I'm going to take it a little bit more seriously, other than, a hobbyist, if you will, So I don't remember exactly what year that was, but I would probably say 2003, 2004 is when it started getting serious in the oval, up there at Maximus. So that's about it. What about you, Matt?
I started in second grade, so what's that, 7 or 8?
Like 80 years ago?
Yeah, yeah. And then I similar to Bill, discovered the opposite sex and stopped in probably high school at some point. That was like 90 something, which I'm dating myself. And then it was just away, and then I found it somehow on accident, kind of on YouTube, and that was probably about 2015-ish, I want to say. I don't even remember.
Were you as good of racer then as you are today?
I don't really know. I mean, I used to beat up on people like myself now, and they used to get really, I almost swore, really upset. And that was fun.
Yeah.
Being an 8-year-old kid. We raced at a roller skating rink, oval, and if it was a big night, we had a double dog leg, which was pretty intense.
Are you talking about Good Times in Merrimack?
That's it.
I went there with Andrew Nicholas, my first race ever.
Yeah.
And I had Kyosho Maxim FF, front wheel drive.
Oh boy.
Oh, God.
Yeah. But it sucked.
Yeah. I had a grasshopper for a year, and then I got my first gold pan.
Yeah.
I really wish at some point in my life I didn't get rid of all those that I had, but I wasn't racing, and anyway, they're gone.
Yard sale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
If we all knew back then what things were going to be.
I still have a Losi Double X, believe it or not. Don't tell nobody.
no, that's when I really got competitive. Well, what I thought was competitive was my first double X. Then I bought the Bronk Inwald.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
We used to do 12 scale on road in the winter, and I did 10 scale 2-wheel drive off road in the summer.
Yeah.
In Lunenburg.
That's awesome.
We did a 12 scale up at Lakes Region RC Speedway, which was in Guilford, put on by Louis Blaze and Rags Grenier. We're like some old
by Lily Pond.
Yeah.
Right on Lily Pond. Yeah.
I checked that out when I was in college.
Yeah, and there was every Sunday I'd wake up at 5 a.m. and go up there for the track to be open at 6, and then it was 106 Race Park. Then it was like Lakes Region RC, and then I remember RC Madness when it was in the supermarket plaza, like when it was below. I think it was a supermarket or something.
In the back there.
Yeah. And I remember like racing against people back then, and they were like, "Oh, do you remember me from it?" I'm like, "I have not a clue because it's been so long."
Yeah.
But I'm always like, "Hey, buddy," like, "Oh yeah." But no, like, there's been so many different tracks and so many different people. Like, the Maximus was what? It started out carpet oval, and then on road, and then it went dirt, and then it went AstroTurf, then it went carpet. It changed with the generation, if you will, or if I'm not saying that, I don't know, but it changes with people's likings, obviously. If people wanted, turf over dirt, or dirt over turf.
Yeah.
So
I remember
that dates some people.
Hanson, do you ever remember I raced at a place in Hooksett? I think it was Walmart Plaza.
You mean Hooksett Hobbies?
About hobby, except no,
Hooksett Hobby.
It was
Hooksett Hobbies.
Place. There were it was a camera place, and then they bought not. They started leasing the location like 2 or 3 blocks down in that plaza, and they had a dirt track indoor.
I
remember.
Yeah,
guy's name was Jim from Hooksett Hobby, is what I remember.
That was Jim, right?
The guy's name was Jim.
Yeah.
from Hooks at Hobby, right next to the old. Now it's Ocean State Job Lot.
Yes.
Yeah, like I went there all the time.
Oh, me too.
Oh,
It was a camera place on the
yeah,
left.
Ritz,
There's a hot on
RITZ,
the right. Yeah.
Ritz Camera.
Yeah, kind of like a truck selling parts on the right, and fixing trucks and towing trucks in an amazing hobby shop on the left.
Yep.
Sounds familiar.
It
Sounds
does.
familiar. Kevin McNeil, here you go. Old RC Madness when I had hair. Oh, he looks like he sent a link. There's a YouTube
God,
video he put in this. So
I can't see the comments, but
yeah, I'm trying to keep up with them. There's been a ton of them. But where do you guys think the future of 10 scale RC's going? You guys are saying, it went from carpet to clay to AstroTurf back to carpet. Like, do you think it changes with the generation, or do you think it's just where the hobby's going at this time? Or like, I don't hear much of AstroTurf right now.
I mean, the carpet is definitely the big thing. Anywhere one of those pops up, it's huge. That's definitely the thing right now.
And I get
you have places like places like Madness, who Chris caters to everybody. Chris Marcy's amazing for this hobby. He has carpet oval, outdoor on-road asphalt, drag racing, like carpet indoor, dirt off-road, turf outdoor. Like, he has something for everyone there because he has the calling down there and he has the people to run the drag. When I say run, like meaning drag racers and on-road guys and oval guys, like they know what days they're on and they show up. I've always thought that Chris ran a great program for everybody, not in particular, the carpet oval guys or the 8 scale guys outdoor. Like, everybody that shows up, he shows the same respect and gives everybody the same ample opportunity on great tracks.
Yeah.
He doesn't half-ass the tracks. They're ready to go. Like if I feel like I want to go run some on-road or some oval or, off-road, Madness.
Madness. You got it. Yeah. And he's fortunate with the size of his building, the land he's got. I mean, he's got the crawling, right? The crawling, I think, is huge there.
Oh, yeah. But he's an open book, too. He'll tell you what works and what doesn't. And he shows the respect level the same to me as, to Bill, to Bob, to Matt, to Kenny. You know what I mean? Like, he, hey, man, shakes your hand, firm handshake. Great to see you. Thanks for coming. And he's there to help. Like I said, I'm not kissing anyone's butt, but, the guy he's really done an amazing job in New England, but everyone in the country should look at what he's done and take notes.
Sure.
And I'm not downing anybody, track owners. I'm just saying respect is earned, and he's earned it from, I would say, every racer that's ever been to his track.
Yeah, you don't hear anything negative coming out of there, for sure. Yeah. I mean, they tried the dirt oval, I think, last year, and that didn't work, right? But that was a learning lesson. We tried it, and, it wasn't a huge hit, So do you focus on carpet, 8 scale off-road? Do you try to put in a crawling course or an on-road or, I know nothing about on-road. Kenny's our on-road expert here, but drag racing's huge. Drag racing down south, I mean, they're doing $10,000 purses on drag racing.
That's on its way out.
You think so?
100%. I'm hearing on the inside that's on its way out. They've burned their bridges a lot with just complaining, people just pissing and moaning. They always want to do one thing and then they're doing something different. People are cheating. It's just, people are getting really burned out on it quick. They spend all kinds of money in it and then they realize they're just going straight. It's like, okay, this is getting really boring.
I mean, again, like me as a hobbyist, I don't want to spend $2,000 on a drag car to go straight. You know what I mean?
But
Look at that Masami 12L. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? The re-release by AE. I mean, I never had one, but yeah, I think 8 scale and 10 scale carpet makes sense right now. I mean, isn't that the most driving part of the hobby? Like, Matt, where else do you race?
Maximus. I do Madness in the summer. I haven't really been down for carpet.
he also races to fires.
Yeah.
Well, 100%. I mean, he saves people's lives. So
Damn right.
who does?
Do some club racing there, and up to you guys.
Yeah, so it's carpet, a little bit of clay, and 8 scale.
Yep.
You know, I do have to share though. The first time you showed up at the dirt track at DPRC, I was like, "Holy cow! I beat Matt." I went to my camper, took a load off. I'm like, "Man, I feel good. I beat Matt."
You beat Matt?
I did in qualifying, but after that,
Did he break? He must have broke.
Matt took it, but that was Matt's first time on the track, right? After that,
Yeah, then when he showed up and just like ran the first race, like you didn't even practice.
and he's like, "I love the look of your car, Matt." He's like literally making love to you over the mic because your AE looks so amazing, Kenny. I was so annoyed. I never told you. I'm telling you. I know your car was amazing. I mean, it looks so good.
I remember that when he showed up for. I don't even think he qualified. I think he went in the back of the pack for the mains and just ended up winning the whole race. He had no practice, no nothing.
Like you were third. Do we owe him a trophy? I think he was third in the point series for 8 scale buggy. He did that.
And he showed up for 2. He just had so many points.
It was raining points. As far as how many tracks to do, I think, I don't know, this is my opinion, but I think if you just keep adding things, you just spread people out.
So that's come up in recent of, we had Worlds, and then we had the vintage race out in Vegas, and then Masters of Dirt, and then you had the big race this past week, AMS. So you had 4 or 5 weeks of these huge races, and people are spending, especially if you're flying, thousands of dollars week after week to hit all these races. Like, it seems like there's more big races going on in the world today than there have been in the past, right? Everybody's trying to hold a big race. So how much can someone afford to keep going from race to race to race to race?
The best part is no one's going to remember who won what 3 weeks ago.
I'm going to remember what I won this past weekend.
Yes, Bob, you won.
Right behind Hanson.
Actually, you didn't really win. You were just...
I won. In my book, I won.
Bob, you made podium.
I made podium with Hanson.
We have the picture of Joe, you, and me together.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I also have that picture of you on. All right.
Matt, 40, right?
What?
You're over 40, right?
Yeah, I'm almost 50.
Okay, so would have shown up, you would have dropped out of it. Like no one would even know who you are.
Me.
You know what I mean?
Just let me have my glory, would you?
Okay, whatever. Yeah, that's fine.
Everybody always knows who Bob is. He's the one making this all happen.
I know, 100%. I agree.
So that's the other thing. We're fortunate, I think, in New England. We've got tracks that have different tracks at their place, right? Not, like I've never been, but in St. Johnsbury, we have a carpet oval. We've got a carpet indoor in the 8 scale. Dole Mill's got the indoor clay oval.
Dole Mill is a cool place. I race there occasionally in the wintertime, and that is a hoot. That's a good time. That's a hoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Maximus, you got Madness. It's got every track, So I think we're fortunate in New England that everybody's got a little bit of something. It's tough to have a madness complex. You know, there's real estate, as we know, we've been searching on the search, and you know, real estate's gone through the roof, and rent's outrageous, and you know, entry fees are tough, right? I know I saw the Roar Nationals posted today, and everybody was complaining about the entry fee, and you know, it's.
Well, I think $35 for a 2-day event is as fair as it gets for the first class, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah, that's what ours was, but I'm just saying some of these events that are, you know, $150, $180. Yeah, but plus you need a membership to get into it, so now you're $150.
And then tires, you got to buy tires at the track. So at minimum, they're $35 a set. You're talking, you know, $500 a class.
Then you got to talk about, you know, dinner, hotel,
drinks.
Yeah.
Steve Hanson.
Listen, I paid for all my drinks. All right, like that's straight up legit.
He picks up his phone. I just said.
No, it fell backwards, but that's all right, Bill. Thanks. No, I think the you know, to do a weekend race, you're dropping easily $500. I think.
So you're right at these big races, but like the way that Bob has structured his racing, it's not ludicrous. You know what I mean? Like,
no.
You can come. Like, I know it might be a 2, 3, 4 hour drive, but it's pretty inexpensive to race at his track. So, yeah, I don't know how we got here, but
if you run mod at the Nationals, you don't have to buy tires there.
What's that?
Right.
So if you run mod at Nationals, you don't have to buy tires there.
That's true.
It's only the stock classes.
So there's another reason to run mod.
You're welcome.
He's just proven his point all over today. So are we just, I mean, we're saying that mod's better than stock.
Well, duh. We didn't have to come on this to know
Not
that.
a chance. You get me. You get me 65 guys in mod next race, and I won't run stock.
I'm the same with you. I'm in with you on that.
We said this last week. All right, Matt. Let's have a conversation. You, me, and a couple
Matt
of
Sousa.
Sousa's pro. He doesn't count now. Okay, so put him over there. But in
he froze.
reality, you're going to run against the same. What was that?
You're freezing up, buddy.
You're going to run against the same people, the same 10 people at a race. Okay. Or you're going to race against 65. Matt, yes, Mr. Perault.
How many of those people running stock are you actually racing with? 10? Okay, thank you.
Okay, so how many people deserve to be in the mod class? Maybe 3? I can rebuttal that.
I think all of them should. Stock's for the beginners.
So, but here's what I'm saying. The amount of people that are in the stock class, how many were in the stock class this week? I have no idea. But on a typical, regular trophy race, 65-ish, people. Okay. I want to try to beat and line up against 64 others. Okay. And see where I line up. I know where I'm going to line up behind Matt Sousa in mod or any class that he's in. Okay. So, bottom line is I want to race against those other stock guys, not against 9 other mod guys that we know that we're, it's all one main. How many mains in mod this weekend?
One.
How many mains in stock?
4.
Yeah.
Again, though, the number doesn't matter. How many people are you racing? You can race 100 people, but if you really only back 3, you might as well just race them.
Well, that happens at every track, man. Right? Like any race I go to.
You can use that as an excuse if it's the same.
It's not an excuse. I'll run mod. I just literally I would like to have a track that is close to me to practice on, that I would go more, but I prefer to run stock because here's why. in stock, you have to run the perfect race to win. Okay? The perfect race to win. You make a mistake or two, you are out of the top 5. Where in mod, you bump a corner and you squeeze the trigger a little bit harder into the, the end of the straight, or change your braking, to get that 2/10 that you lost the last lap. You don't have to run the perfect race in mod to win. You have to race a perfect stock class to win. Because you have people like
mod is you actually have to drive the car.
It's about, all right. You're either going to drive, or you either can drive or you can't drive.
Perfect. Bob, read Nick Powell's comment. Perfect.
The problem is, stock used to be more beginner oriented back when we ran clay. I've only been back less than a year, but mod is just more fun. There's no arguing the fun factor.
No one said it wasn't fun.
I'm thinking of running mod.
Do
Don't
it.
go stupid.
Do
Don't go
it.
stupid. Put an 8.5 in and just learn to drive it. That's it. Or even a 10.5.
Yeah, 10.5 is a good place to start.
That's a good start if you're coming from 17.5.
I have all the do to run a 17.5.
You don't know unless you try it.
Hanson, let's run mod next race with our stock cars,
Okay. Twist my arm.
and let's see how we do.
So you're saying stock cars in the mod class.
Yeah, 17.5.
Been doing that for 5 years. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's see how we rank against Matt. Matt, you going to be there?
I'm in.
I'm hoping.
You seem like you're coming down with a cough.
Now, that's not the problem I got to deal with.
Nick says we need more people in mod for fun. No one's bashing any classes. I'm only back racing to have fun, for sure. And, that's the biggest thing is you can have a bad race weekend. Bill and I've had this conversation many times, like, it gets competitive and you get frustrated, but at the end of the day, it's about having fun and battling it out. Steve, you beat me by 2 laps, but I had a blast with you the last 2 laps, blocking you so you couldn't pass me again. Like that for me was better than, and getting on the podium with you. That was pretty cool. It doesn't happen all the time.
We were like this.
We're we're changing history, buddy. That's right.
I do it to have fun too. I don't like. I mean, I look serious probably, but I'm really not serious. I'm just trying to have fun. I'm trying to do good for myself, not really overall. Yeah. I don't. You know what I mean? Like, I like to try to do good for me.
We all feel good when we win.
Right. Winning's great. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But I don't need to win to have fun. I just feel like at my age, I make too many mistakes. I need the mod motor to be able to make up some time.
Yeah. Matt Sousa says, that's why I'm running mod lately. It's a ton of fun, but I'll still do stock to practice for big nationals.
We love you, Sousa. You're a fast guy. Keep it up.
Matt, you're killing it, buddy.
Oh, no.
And X-Ray appreciates all the control arms you've been buying. Oh, hang on. I got one for it. Hang on. Where was it? I can't find it. Crap. Oh, well. Brian Horn says, stock seems like it rewards the consistent, smooth drivers, and mod is more aggressive class where I saw more dirt driving in corners. Or more dirty driving in corners. Sorry, the comments are super
people
hard
watch
to see.
out in mod because they either overshoot the corner or they're spinning, and then that's what accidents happen.
Why is that? Because spinning isn't winning.
Because if you spinning, you ain't winning.
If you spinning, you ain't winning.
You can't spin anything with a 17.5.
Oh, I think I did the last time we raced together, Matt.
Yeah, right into the back of me as normal.
I admitted that to begin with, but at least I touched you in my 17.5 car with your mod car. If I touch you, if I bump you in the back,
get out the way.
boom, boom, boom.
Careful, that's an AE. That's going to break you. Keep doing that.
No, it's not a shoey, Bob. We're good.
Here we go.
Hey, you know what? Thank you, Bob, for making me break my backup car that you didn't run, but that's all right.
Honestly, I had a rough start to the weekend, brushing off the dirt. But once I got that car back together, I was very happy with my car this weekend. It looked good.
Paint job looks nice, Bob. On your body, yeah.
I put that new Nitro Pro servo. That was a change. That thing's super duper fast, so I had to adjust to that.
I didn't know this was an advertisement podcast, but that's all right.
It's not. I'm just saying it's fast, durable. The warranty's great.
Available at your local hobby
Available
shop at DTRC.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, sounds like we're still not battling we're not coming to a final decision that stock or mod's better, but
There's no changing Matt's mind, is what it is.
I think he's got some valid points. You do nothing to the car, it costs you less. I think it would be a turnoff for some newer racers, jumping into a mod car and it'd be like me driving at Maximus and putting the car through the wall at the end of the straightaway.
Oh, we remember that.
And it was an X-ray at that, and when it came out of the wall, it was.
I think the mindset of speed for beginners, right? Beginners and mediocre drivers, they think the faster the car goes physically is going to make them better, and it's not.
No.
That old saying, Matt, Kenny, Steve, even Bob, slower is faster, is true. It really is.
Consistency.
Don't make your car go faster from here to here is not going to make you a faster driver. Right? So I've learned that. Like, my cars don't need all the hop-ups. I'm not there yet. I need to get around the track consistently, like the last layout. If I can get around that track consistently at 12 seconds, okay, then maybe the lighter drive shafts will help me. You know what I mean?
I like talk about hot laps. It's all about hot lap. Stock guys, hot lap. I'm all about it.
But I only get laps during practice.
But hear me out. Hear me out. Matt just got up. But hear me out. To be truthful.
Did he just throw up? Did you just throw up, Matt?
Yeah. He did. But hear me out. I look more at the top 5 of my laps and see what the average is of the top. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at that and go, okay, where am I at there? Hot lap, yeah. Anyone can run a heater 1 lap. Cool. You get the bragging rights to turn to 12.3. Well, Sousa did like an 11.7. So he's just like 7 cents faster. But, be honest, I'm looking at the top 5, and if, again, minus Sousa, you look at the top 5 of any other guy there, it's 4 tenths, 5 tenths off of their fast lap. Okay, is their top 5. Or they have a fast lap, and then it's a 19-second lap after that. So exactly. I look at it as the top 5 is who's going to be fast that day. I look at it as, okay, Joe Schmo is doing averaging a 14.3, but his hot lap is a 12.8. Okay, he's the average. He's not going to be ripping 12.8s all day.
Exactly. Yeah.
So in reality, it's cool to be like, yeah, I got fast lap. Yeah, cool. And I'm like I said, all about it. I love the banter. Okay, but in reality, it's the top 5.
But
top 5 laps.
But at the end of this conversation, we can all admit that's a
stock is better than mod.
No, a stock car, to do it right, is more costly than a mod car.
By far.
Right?
By far.
Those mod motors can push those shafts, whether they're steel or titanium or not, at the same velocity as you get what I'm saying, right? Like a 17.21.5 will take a little bit longer. But it is true that a stock car is more mod than a mod car.
100.
Yeah.
but we haven't come to a decision on whether we're gonna try to start different classes, stock spec. Maybe that's conversation for later.
I think a conversation for later. I think what they have now with 21 or sportsman and then 21.5, 17.5, and then mod. Yes, there's 40 plus mod, but I think the classes are spot on right now.
Okay.
I don't see a reason to change them.
I'm just looking at everybody's consistency from this last weekend. Just trying to see who was, to take our race, Steve. You were 89% consistent. I was 91.5.
That's because I tried taking you out the last 3 laps, Bob. We know.
Whatever it is, Steve. Sorry, breaking up. We can't hear you.
Right. Right. The Celtics are on. I'm missing now 19 minutes, but that's all right. That's all right.
But in the 2-wheel drive buggy, Matt Sousa was 78% consistent.
We are. Say that again.
Matt Sousa shows us he came in first. He was 78% consistent.
I think that was because of his last lap.
But his average top 5, according to Steve's analysis, or even Matt's,
11.9.
11.9.
That's what I'm talking about.
But his average lap was 12.9, so a second slower, right? So you don't need to have the fastest lap to be a winner.
You do for bragging rights the night before the mains when you go out to dinner and you're like, yeah, what's up? Yeah.
Well, yeah,
that you do.
Yeah. Well,
Applebee's.
I mean, if you're bragging a fast lap, you probably need to find better friends. Let's be honest. But same thing applies. I mean, it's consistent across the board. Like Matt Sousa, 2-wheel drive mod, fastest lap 11.6. But if you look at 2-wheel drive stock,
11.9,
11.8.
Yeah.
So was he that much faster?
Nope, but he got a ton more fun.
No, but it's a shit ton more fun. Sorry, Bob.
Thank you.
All right. If Matt Perault runs the next race, if he comes up,
He will.
I'll run mod with a mod motor.
13
mod.
not a mod motor.
And let's
What
see
is it?
if the driver's getting happy.
Not a mod motor.
Say that one more time.
13.5 is not a mod motor.
I'll buy a different motor. It might be a 10.5, but still.
Can I go back to the hot lap thing?
Yeah.
I'm looking at Hanson's from the 40 plus race. This is what I go for. So he actually did it. Makes my point 100%. So I like the hot lap just so I can prove that to myself that the car is good enough. So that's the only reason I like. Okay, I can run with those guys if I could do it for 5 minutes, which I can't. But if I could, the car did it. And then I go like he said. So his hot lap was 12.6. Then I shoot for this every time. I go top 5 is 12.7, top 10 is 12.8, top 15 was 12.9, a tenth higher on each one of those.
That's pretty fair.
That's what I shoot for, and that's what you did, Steve. Your consistency was 89 because you're trying to take Bob out in the last couple laps, I see.
Yeah, right. That was fun.
Yeah.
It was actually lap 18 and 19 where you had an 18 second and a 17 second.
That's because I hit him and we flipped over right in the middle of the track.
Oh, that's a classic Hanson.
Hanson.
Matt knows all about that. Matt knows all about getting bumped with a stock car.
Bruins are 4-1, by the way. Bruins are up.
How about the Celtics?
I don't care about basketball.
So, Matt, I got to ask you one last question. We're wrapping up, I think, but before a big race, what do you eat for breakfast? Is it?
Oh, come on.
Big bowl of fruit? Are we talking cereal, eggs and bacon? What are we talking here?
I mean, that's a great question. I don't really know.
Can you journal it and let us know?
We'll have to start like a diet diary to see what he's doing.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. If that's what we're going to be talking about is what Princess Matt Perault eats for breakfast.
Oh.
Tune in next Tuesday for Matt Perault's diet.
I think we should be asking.
Yeah, Matt's right. We should be asking Sousa what he eats.
He was smoking everybody by a second a lap. You don't care what I ate for breakfast. You should care what he ate for breakfast.
Yeah,
Well,
for
That's
sure.
right.
You and I are a similar age. I need to eat what you're eating. That's all.
I think Bob and I are similar to age. Bob, you're what, like 43?
43, yeah.
Same here. I'm 43.
Yep.
So you want to be as fast as us?
So I need your diet.
No, you don't want to be round and happy, buddy.
I don't want your diet. Never mind.
Last time we went live, it was Five Guys. Remember?
Yeah, that's right. And he had the burger for like 2 hours. Remember?
Yeah.
At least it's gone.
And Hanson's fully just had Five Guys.
Oh, boom, boom, comedian. Matt's the funniest guy I know.
Oh my gosh.
Right. All right.
These have gotten out of control.
All right.
What are we talking about next week and not diets?
What's coming up next?
The holiday bash.
Can we discuss different events and different days?
I didn't think you were invited, Steve.
No, we should discuss that. And Bob, I think maybe we'll have some exciting news, right? Like really exciting news, maybe.
Indoor 8 scale?
Not next Tuesday.
More exciting than that.
Not next Tuesday.
No?
No.
Okay, that's fine. But yeah, we should talk about what's happening with what we should do for the next few races. This race did go very smooth. I was also home by about 5:30, which was nice. And thank you again for everyone that stayed and helped us clean up. That was awesome.
Seriously, absolutely.
Yep.
There was a lot.
Throw those things out, Hanson. Right in the trash.
No, I didn't think you could see those real quick. So,
hey, somebody brought up the other day. I had taken a battery out of a box or something. Actually, it might have been me and James actually, and we're like, "Who runs Dean's anymore?" The Dean's plug.
I saw somebody with Dean's on one of the cars.
Listen, so I go upstairs and I open my phone, and on Facebook, Adam Drake does a video on the Dean's plug. He does exactly what. Well, he doesn't have the hard pack, but in his packs, he puts the bullets in the battery and makes a Dean's connector. Never takes it out of that battery for the life of the battery. So you're not scraping the gold off the connector. And he uses Dean's still, and obviously he does very well. What do you guys prefer for connectors? Do you run Dean's in all your cars, or no? That battery just happens to have it.
this one,
Yeah.
this is for my the Mud Boss at Dole Mill, the dirt oval there.
Is that a spec thing with the Dean's?
Yeah, we just run the Dean's in there. It's just the Mud Boss 5200, and it's just easy to in and out with the dirt oval stuff. You know,
The Dean's was back in the 80s and 90s. Same with like the speed connectors. Remember that? The black and the red. They slid into one another. I mean, I think more racers now use bullet right into the battery, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's what we use, but there's some downfalls to it. It bounces out of the battery during a race.
It could, unless you screw it down, like the T-Works. That's coming out.
Right there.
Oh, that's even newer than what I'm talking.
That's a Traxxas. You got a Traxxas, Hanson?
Yeah.
and then look, and then you got all these things in here.
Those red and black ones that slide together. I know those are Dean's and just.
I think these are knockoff Dean's, to be honest, but I got a bag of those too.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the something Speed RC. They clipped together back in the 80s and 90s. But
there was the Tamiya or Tamiya, whatever you want to talk, wherever you're from.
You want to freaking burn out a LiPo battery? That's what you use.
The little clip that goes over the top?
Yeah, no, that's
How many of those will be melted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, mod it is. Great.
Mod it is.
Thanks for
See
having
you
me.
next Tuesday.
Yeah. Thank you, Matt, for joining us.
Thank you guys for joining in. What's that, Bill?
I just was thanking Matt for joining us. That's all.
Yeah, no, Matt, seriously, thank you.
Thank you, Matt, for joining us.
Mike Bartkus was going to join. He had some family kid stuff going on, so he was unable.
Yeah. Once again, thank you for joining us, Matt.
Yes, thank you, Matt. Ignore him. We're sorry to put you through this.
We'll do it again.
Next Tuesday, 7:00.
See ya.
Have a good night, guys.